Guys, well, this is crazy. I haven't been back to this YouTube channel in a while. I got a notification from YouTube that they were going to be deleting all channels that were like related to CBD oil or cannabis and things like that. And so I have some other YouTube channels, and I don't know, I kind of like freaked out, and I thought that, you know, I didn't want my other channels to be in danger or whatever. And so I didn't come back here for a long time. And then recently I had somebody contact me that said they heard about me from my YouTube channel regarding CBD oil. And I was like, wow, I like forgot all about that channel. And so I went back and I was like, wow, I was really surprised to see so many comments and so many views on some of the videos. So I want to give you guys an update. I've been going through what the doctors call Post Concussion Syndrome for a year and a half now. It's been a tough year and a half for sure with some of the things I'm going through. I want to show you guys something. So this is my job. We're at my work right now. I actually own a martial arts studio. It's kind of a crazy profession, but I own a martial arts studio for a living. I also have I also started another business during this injury that I have. I started a digital marketing business because I've been laying around like doing nothing for so long. I thought I could like try to do something else with my life, you know. And so I started a digital marketing business and a consulting business. It's going really well, actually. We're crushing it. But I want to show you guys my martial arts school and talk a little bit about what's going on with my head injury. So this is my spot. Maybe I'll edit all the shakiness out of here. Okay, so here we go, coming up to the door. I'll give you guys a tour, and then I will talk to you guys a little bit about what's been going good for me and with my head injury and what's not been going good. Let me just turn the lights on here. All right, so my martial arts studio has two fairly large rooms, and I have about 100 students or so. And this is our front room. This is like a smaller room, and we're heading into the back room now. I haven't been here in a few days, so I'm gonna need to clean up a little bit, but this is our back room. I don't know how much you can see on the camera, but it's a fairly large size room, and we do kickboxing, mixed martial arts, jiu-jitsu. I have a large kids program and a large adults program, and so we're a fairly successful martial arts studio. But you know, what's going on with my head is that I have not been able to do my job at my martial arts studio and actually be a real, what I say, good instructor for a year and a half now. I mean, I still know the techniques and I can still talk people through moves, but physically, I just can't do anything, you know? I feel like cognitively, like mentally, I haven't had a lot of issues with my head injury except for possibly a little depression. I'm a pretty happy guy, a pretty easygoing guy, so I don't say like super depression, but you know, it is depressing to not be able to physically do things. You know, and I'm wondering if anybody out there that has post-concussion syndrome has gone through this, because, you know, I search it and I Google it and I can't find anybody else. And I'm wondering if anybody else has gone through some of these things. So, you know, what's happening with me is that when I change my levels, so if I'm upright right now, I feel totally fine. But when I bend over, I get this pressure in my head. It almost feels like my head's just like, it feels like I'm going underwater, like I'm diving really deep. If anyone's ever gone diving before and you go too far and you start to get this pressure build up, that's what my head feels like. And now if I stay in that position too long, I'll end up in bed for days with like a migraine headache, like a splitting headache. And that is the thing that's just not getting better. It just seems like it doesn't matter what I do. Also, if I get shook real hard, like if I used to hold kickboxing mitts for people, so I'd hold the heavy bags or I'd hold the bags and I'd punch them and kick them. But just that shaking of my body, the same thing will happen. I'll end up with a splitting headache and I'll be in bed for days if I'm not careful. So that's been, you know, that sucks, right? It sucks having my profession and then not being able to hold kickboxing shields, not being able to show jiu-jitsu techniques. So that's been very tough. Thankfully, I have a lot of strong leaders at my martial arts academy, so we're still able to survive. And we're still able to thrive because of those guys. Let's see. Things that have helped. CBD oil. I'm still using CBD oil, and it helps me. I used to have panic attacks at night and anxiety at night, and taking CBD oil, that's helped a lot. So that's relieved, I'm going to say, like all of those symptoms. Rest has really helped. I had a chiropractic adjustment called Nuka. You might want to look that up, where they adjust just the atlas, and it's just a very gentle adjustment. They don't twist your neck or anything or pop anything. And I did probably about 10 of those. When I first started doing that, I felt like I was completely healed. I felt like that was the answer. However, after a while, I kind of fell right back to where I was, and I haven't made any significant improvements from there. So still CBD oil, straight up cannabis. Hopefully I don't get banned on YouTube for saying that. That helps. And then having that atlas adjusted did help a little bit. It relieved some pain, but long term, I don't know that it did it. For some of you guys that are commenting, though, speaking of chiropractic, I mean, it's not bad to try it, because what if you have something pinched like back here or something like that, and it has really nothing to do with your head? That could be it. The one thing that I've noticed, no offense to doctors, is that I've seen 10 doctors now, and not only has it seemed like they've given me horrible advice, they don't really have any advice to give me at all. A lot of them just want to give me painkillers. That doesn't make any sense at all. I don't even really have much pain. It's more pressure. And they just don't really have any answers, you know. The one thing that my chiropractor said in regards to martial arts training that kind of blew my mind is he said, you know, I've been doing this in martial arts for almost 30 years. Every single day I used to wrestle and kickbox, and my body is constantly in a position where it has to understand balance. It has to absorb a little bit of an impact. And he said it's very possible that because of that training for so many years that may have saved my life with this head injury. My one doctor said, you know, if a person has not been doing that their whole life and they took the kind of blow to the head that you took when I fell and hit my head on the ice, they said that what could have happened is my brain might have just been like, what the F is this? And just shut down, and I could have been brain dead. And so that's a possibility of why I survived. I don't know, but I know I hit my head freaking hard, you guys, like crazy hard. And so I didn't realize so many people were coming back here. I'm going to keep making videos. I hope this video isn't super lame, but I want to let you guys know that people that are suffering from post concussion syndrome, you know, even though I said some of my doctors have offered horrible advice, you know, I would say please find a good doctor, someone that you trust, and stick with their program. Get plenty of rest, drink plenty of water. Omegas helped my head a little bit, or at least I think they did. That could be a good help for you. And if you'd like to try some of the CBD oil, like I said, it has helped me, so just get in touch with me, make a comment here or something like that. All right, you guys. I will be thinking about all of you guys that are suffering from post-concussion syndrome, and I want you guys to stay strong. And just remember, it's through a period of time. I mean, if it takes a year or two, at some point you're going to heal. At some point, I know that I'm going to heal, and we'll be back to 100%. All right, guys. Talk to you later.